For those of you who are newer to Destiny 2 or maybe took a break during part of its life cycle, I wanted to give you a brief history lesson. Back in Season 4 when Forsaken first launched, Ace of Spades was essentially the king of all hand cannons, at least on PC in the land of mouse and keyboard. It had insane range, a version of Kill Clip with the perk Memento Mori that persisted forever until you refreshed it, ran out of bullets, or died, Firefly which caused targets to explode on precision kill as well as give you faster reloads, the ability to aim down sights without losing your radar, and high caliber rounds which flinch targets like crazy. It truly was a beast of a hand cannon, and pretty much the only other hand cannon in the game that would outshoot it in high level play was the Not Forgotten, which was the reward earned from reaching legend rank in the competitive mode and also finishing the corresponding quest. If you never missed a headshot and could take full advantage of the faster 3-shot time to kill, you could dominate with Not Forgotten. But for most of the player base, you were better off using Ace since it was so forgiving and effective. Over time, Ace fell a few rungs down the ladder when new weapons came into the game, like the faster firing 150 RPM hand cannons like Spare Rations and the randomly rolled Dire Promise, the Last Word with its blazingly fast time to kill, and Thorn with its damage over time perk and the ability to 2-tap Guardians with the perk in certain situations. Along with the introduction of these new hand cannons, Ace also seemed to get hit especially hard with that range nerf that applied to all hand cannons since it didn't have access to perks like Opening Shot or Rangefinder. Ace still felt pretty good to use, but with so many more lethal options on the table, we started to see a lot less people using it, and by the end of Season 11 now, it's something we haven't really seen used as much compared to its glory days. But with the recent Sandbox patch notes that rebalanced the Crucible by eliminating the 150 RPM archetype and changing them all to 140 RPM, and then also adding back additional range to hand cannons in general, will Ace of Spades see a comeback? I think it will. One of the biggest reasons that top players have tended to gravitate towards 150 RPM hand cannons over the past several seasons is the combination of their faster time to kill, generally high aim assist stat, and the intrinsic lightweight perk for the legendary options. With these upcoming changes, that faster time to kill benefit is getting mostly knocked off the list since the only hand cannons that will be able to beat a base time to kill of 0.87 seconds are the Last Word and Sunshot. In previous seasons, Ace felt almost too good with its old range, and since it has a range stat of 86, which is on the higher side of competitive hand cannons, I'm expecting a lot of players to pick it back up. So outside of Ace, what other hand cannons do I expect to get a big boost? I think you should keep your eyes on Thorn, as it will likely be able to 2-tap with the Devour perk active at much higher if not all resilience levels by moving to the 140 RPM archetype. It's possible that they'll make additional changes that we haven't heard about yet to impact the situation, but I think Thorn is looking really scary with that extra damage and range. Not to mention, we still haven't seen a catalyst for Thorn come into the game yet, which could really benefit it depending on which elements get a buff. I'm also really interested to see how the change from 110 RPM to 120 RPM hand cannons will play out in practice. It sounds like these are going to get a tremendous range boost based on the patch notes, so I could see them really starting to duel closer to that pulse rifle range. My gut instinct right now is that 140s will be the play for aggressive 3v3 play, especially in modes like private match scrims, trials, and competitive, while 120s will be really fun for 6v6 modes, especially the ones with damage perks like Rampage that allow for a 2-shot kill at crazy range, and then 180s will probably still be a bit underwhelming because of the slower overall time to kill. I'm also very interested to see where Sunshot fits into the picture. At first glance, you'd expect it to be at the top of the meta because of the faster potential time to kill, and maybe that will be the case for some of the more talented aimers out there who can consistently hit that time to kill. However, it seems like it might not get that range increase similar to other hand cannons, and I can see most hand cannon users switching over to the 140 for competitive environments because of that. Range is one of those things that just makes hand cannons feel so nice to use. I can also see the Last Word starting to become even more popular with controller players because of that time to kill gap between the Last Word and 140 RPM hand cannons. However, unless things change with how they feel on mouse and keyboard, I have a hard time seeing significantly more mouse aimers using it. But I'm curious to hear what you think. What do you expect to see from hand cannons in Beyond Light? Are there any particular ones that you're really excited to test? Let me know in the comments. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and also ring the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. We'll also keep this conversation rolling in my community Discord if you'd like to chat with us. The link to join is discord.gg/pattycakes. That's all for now. Catch you guys next time.